is the day the bear is coming off of the board. Now, part of it's already come off the board because nails come loose, stuff like that, during processing and after. But we're going to go ahead and take her down and see what do we have. And of course, the hammer will be handy. My handy dandy hammer is elsewhere. It was being used on the turkey pen this morning. There's always more than one thing going on when you're homesteading. And you just gotta roll with the punches. So, just like that, she is down. Now, she is not seasoned completely. So the ears are stiff now, but they're not completely dry, and this is going to help her finish drying. She's got a board shape on her back. But she does look pretty darn good. Here she be. And she be a bigger girl than we thought she was. It's not a bad sized bear at all. And now is the time for combing out her hair and roughing it up and getting the marks off of her where she can chillax now and be an indoor bear. Now, if you want to, people have asked about fleas and ticks. I've washed my pelts after they were off the board, deer hide and bear hide only, because of the nature of the hair. I've washed it with de-flea, de-tick stuff, but she has not got any sign of any kind of parasites. And if she did, they probably would have crawled off by now. So you don't really have to worry about it unless you've seen something. My dad's deer hide one time had really bad ticks. So I did, after I came off the board, if you do it beforehand, then you're just going to be sopping wet and it's kind of a mess. But I did wash it with some de-tick shampoo for dogs, and it rinsed it, and then I dried it really good again. But that is her off the board. We're going to leave some of this salt, and you keep checking on anywhere where it's still, down in the ear is still a little bit moist. Not moist so much as just a little bit, it's just not dry. But see, shaping the head helped. This is still the ice cream container in there, and we're just roughing it up. You'll get a final view of what she's going to look like once you get all that salt off. But you can knock this salt off, and you want to, before you bring it in the house for permanent. And all I do is just take, well, really, I take the hammer and just kind of scruff it back and forth. But you can take anything and just give it a good scruff and just get some of the salt off, and then give it a shake. And you're not going to get all the salt off, and that's not your goal. But that way it's just a little bit less salty for your house. But yeah, that's our bear off the thing. And I'm going to just kind of lay her around in the out of doors, let her get some sun on her back, and get some more drying done on those ears. But she is done, and she is a beauty. And we're just very grateful to have the meat and the pelt and the experience. It always adds to our life experience when something like this happens. So that's her. All donesies.